Oh. Da ist sie ja. Ultimative Verzweiflung Junko Enoshima.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
What the fuck?
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Nee, natürlich nicht.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Oh Gott, was ist die denn für eine?
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Was ist das, Genie? Sie ist die reale Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Dein Gesicht?
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Nein, ich erinnere mich, dass ich sie gesehen habe. Die Magazine vielleicht? Bevor in der Schule, The First Day at the Manor, ne, Magazin halt, ne? Ups.
That's right. It was before I
Ja.
ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Genau.
And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
Was denn nochmal? Aber das scheint nicht so... Ah, wegen dem Photoshop, ne? Ah, Rätsel über meine Coverfotos und den Scheiß. Ja, viele sind davon gefotoshoppt, ja. Ja.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
Die nervt gerade langsam.
She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Oh, was?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Oh.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Oh Gott, ich bin schon angewidert.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the ultimate despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Ja, die kann gerne krepieren.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Okay.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh mein Gott, sie hört nicht auf.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Du feierst sie? Wieso das denn?
She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Weiß nicht, okay.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
Okay.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Oh mein Gott.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Hä? Ja, das sollte nicht so passieren. Warum nicht?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations.
Schau es mal kurz an, einen Moment. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Das ist so wahr, ne?
No, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill.
Okay.
We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything.
Anything.
We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all.
Oh mein Gott.
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Ah, Sadist.
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
Oder bist du das?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Ja.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness.
Hopelessness.
I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Ja.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Hatte was?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Ich sag das Schulleben.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
Nein.
So fair! At least give us a hint!
Nö.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Wenn man darüber nachdenkt, was uns Monokuma gesagt hat. Motiv.
I got it!
Genau.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Das erste war ja das Video, was mit den wichtigsten Personen passiert ist. Das andere war dann, was? Ne, was nach Leon kam ja schon Chihiro, glaube ich. Ja, Chihiro. Das Motiv war dann halt Geheimnisse. Das dritte war dann halt, Geld. Das vierte war halt Suizid. Wegen dem Verrat. Ja. 5 und 6 sind einfach, ne?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Das Thema. Ja, halt, ne? Das waren ja die Videos, ne? Genau. Reue? Ja, also, ja, menschliche Verbindung.
I got it!
Ne?
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Ja. Geheimnisse halt, ne? Geheimnisse. Die Vergangenheit.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Geld. Genau, sie wollten ein europäisches Schloss sich kaufen. Und ein paar hübsche Handlanger. Greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Reue. Reue. Ja,
I got it!
Verrat ne?
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Naja, wir hatten es ja schon mal gesagt gehabt, ne? Die Videos haben ja gezeigt, dass wir nicht gehen wollten.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint. Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Ja, die Außenwelt.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Lol, what? What the? Was zum? Was? Oh. Stelle.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
Wir sollen es erkennen? Was sollen wir daran erkennen? Diese ganze Sache ist einfach nur wahnsinnig.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Oh, scheiße. Es geht direkt los. Janice hat Jacks Foto von Kyoko. Okay.
Come on, bitches, remember or die.
Aber was denn?
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
Warte mal kurz, ich muss mal die Sachen durchgehen. Foto. Das hat nichts damit zu tun. Gruppenfoto. Nein. Janset Jack's Memories. Oh, stimmt. Vielleicht könnte Janset Jack sich an etwas erinnern, ne?
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember.
Nein.
anything.
Bam, Junge. Janset Jack.
No, it's wrong.
Sie weiß einiges. Sie hat es uns aber nie gesagt.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
Du weißt schon, wen ich meine.
The other token. Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Und ich will jetzt einfach okay sagen. Tschüss.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Oh.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm a quiet type, you know.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
A tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember. With a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Same.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling.
Darling.
Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history! And as a result, in basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
Huh.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh. Ja.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Entschuldigung.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Oh.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
But hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago! I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago!
Nee.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Warte, was? Vor 2 Jahren? Bedeutet das etwa?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, You must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Yep.
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Wir müssen irgendwie antworten. Wenn wir es nicht tun, wird alles hier enden. The memories that were stolen from us. Ja, das Schulleben hier wahrscheinlich, ne? Wenn wir vor 2 Jahren ankamen. Ja, alle erinnern sich nur, dass wir vor ein paar Wochen hier ankamen. Unser Leben in Hope Peaks Academy. Genau.
If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
Yep.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
Ich will es auch denken, aber ich will es nicht glauben. Aber das ist nicht anderes als unsere Verlangen. Ich will es nicht glauben, aber ich will, dass es unmöglich ist. Aber wenn das die Wahrheit ist, dann müsst ihr es akzeptieren. Okay, make your argument. Ja, locker Notebook und locker Pocketbook, ja. Ich gehe mal locker Pocket. Da.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Bam, Junge, ne? Da liegst du falsch. Da liegst du falsch, Kollege. Wir wissen alles hier.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
Okay, das war gut.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Okay. Wo unsere Erinnerungen auseinanderfallen? Redet sie von dem Moment, wo wir unsere Erinnerung verloren haben? Ich kann nur über eine Zeit nachdenken. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time was. Das hier?
I got it!
Umgekippt bin, ne?
The moment I lost my memories, I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
Hey, what the fuck?
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Oh.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, okay.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Die ultimative Verzweiflung der ganzen Menschheit?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah, I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
Der Schulleiter.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
If I heard die Spam-Strategy one more time. Ja, ist schon echt so, ne? Das geht mir auch gerade ein bisschen zu lange.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Oh.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Was hat das Genie den allen Leuten gezeigt? Was hat das Genie den allen anderen aus der Außenwelt gezeigt? Das war... Oh ja, Hangman's Gang im Bett, ne? Okay, gucken wir mal. Was? Was? Hijack? Hijack? Okay.
Now I understand.
Ich verstehe nicht, was sie mit Hijack meinen.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Ach so, das meint der.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
Das meint ihr also, dass die Wahrheit nicht uns besser fühlen lassen wird. Wahrheit voller Verzweiflung. Das ist...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
Oh.
I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we
Ja, was willst du denn mit dem Geld machen, wenn alles kaputt ist?
been murdering each other
nothing?
Yep.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Okay, das war gut. No, even I can't laugh at that. Das war ziemlich gut.
We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it.
Oh.
And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Oh, die Kohle ist ganz normal.
Huh?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it! You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
Oh.
If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Es ist keine Bestrafung, das ist wahrscheinlich jetzt ein Motiv, um hier zu bleiben. Was?
You mean, we just...
Die haben Angst zu sterben.
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. and make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
Oh.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
Oh, scheiße.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Mich opfern? Aber das ist...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Scheiße.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
Und sie guckt wieder normal.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
Alter. Die letzte Wahl. Das ist es, die ultimative Konfrontation. Ich muss allen Leuten zeigen, dass... Ich muss sie alle erinnern lassen. Ich muss sie überzeugen, nicht aufzugeben. In Verzweiflung zu leben. Das ist kein würdiges Leben. Ich dachte, sie sagte, you stupid hoe. Ja, ist halt echt so. Make your argument, okay. Nein. Nichts davon ist, glaube ich, gut gerade.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope,
Komm.
we'll never give up.
Ich wusste es.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Bam. Jawohl.
There's hope now.
Wir geben jetzt alle Hoffnung, ich wusste es.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Yep.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
Yep.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
Yep. Ich wusste es.
So that's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Perfekt, gib mir nochmal Hoffnung.
As long as there's hope,
Genau.
we'll never give up.
Ich wusste es.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Wer ist jetzt die nächste Person?
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Ja.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Genau.
The only reason we're okay in here
Filter?
is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Physics Lab. Halt dein Maul. Nimm das. Hopp in dein scheiß Maul.
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Suizid.
You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Ich mach nur Spaß, ich mach nur Spaß. Die hat ja am meisten gekämpft.
That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
Jawohl, ich wusste es. Alter, was denn?
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
Komm.
By the way, the only reason we're is thanks to the say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh, halt dein Maul. Nimm das. In dein Maul.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
Aha.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Perfekt.
We won't give up.
Gib mir Hope.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Perfekt.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Los geht's.
By the way.
By the way.
Is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words,
Ja, komm.
communal life you've all. I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Halt dein Maul, Buyakuya. Ich meine, mach dein Maul auf, bitte.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Ja.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Ja.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
Perfekt.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
Los geht's.
That would be the end.
Jetzt noch Kyoko.
By the way,
Jetzt noch Kyoko.
the reason is thanks to the say whatever you
Komm,
want
Kyoko.
if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
we're only
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Kyoko, mach Mund auf. Brrr.
Don't lose hope now.
Jawohl, wir haben's.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind.
Hä?
So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Oh, und der wäre?
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Aber ich war doch nichts vorher. Woher kennen die mich?
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
Natürlich mag ich's.
What the
Was zum...
hell are you?
Nice, ich bin die ultimative Hoffnung.
So uncool.
Uncool.
Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Ich bin nicht ein Teil von der Elite oder so ähnlich. Hoffnung ist kein Talent, das man entwickeln kann, aber immer noch. Aber ich bin immer noch. Gib mir die ultimative Hoffnung. Wir ballern die jetzt weg. Los geht's.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Alter, ist das schwer.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Bam, Alter.
Your idiocy ends here.
Bam, Junge.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
Alter, ist das schwer.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
Bam, Junge.
Unbearable.
Alter, ist das schwer.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Alter, ist das schwer.
Would you like to die?
You're gross.
Alter.
Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Jawohl.
Suffer from despair.
Bam, Alter.
I just love despair.
Jawohl, wir haben's geschafft. Oh mein Gott, war's schwer.
Despair into tomorrow. Despair into your memory.
Hope keeps on going.
Halt dein Maul jetzt. Weg mit dir. Du dumme Sau.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
Jetzt ist es ein bisschen Anime-klischeehaft.
What's going on?
What's happening? Wir haben gewonnen. Geil, Spiel zu Ende. Ja, Mann. Ich dachte... Ja. Es ist vorbei. Wir haben einen A-Rang. Bling, bling. Nice.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Wenn die uns jetzt verarschen, ne? Ich schwöre, Jan Sargent.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
Okay, das ist gut, geil gemacht. Und Junko ist die Geschwärzte. Sehr gut.
The hell?
Indeed.
Du hast verloren, Junko.
I lost?
Ich verloren? Ich? Niemals.
Well, that's just...
Das kann nicht sein. Du akzeptierst es immer noch nicht? Sogar die ultimative Verzweiflung selbst ist verletzlich im Angesicht der Verzweiflung. Scheint wohl zu sein. Aber es hat keinen Sinn mehr, jetzt dagegen anzukämpfen.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh mein Gott, die hat einen Fetisch. Ha!
So this is despair.
Wir kamen vor 2 Jahren in die Schule und haben einen detaillierten Plan kreiert. Ich habe sogar meine eigene Schwester dafür getötet.
And now I...
So weit zu kommen und dann am Ende zu versagen.
true despair.
Es ist ultimativ die ultimative Verzweiflung. Worüber redest du?
And now I...
Siehst du es nicht? Ich war so hoffnungslos verzweifelt. Ich war so gelangweilt von der Welt. Vom Moment an, als ich geboren wurde. Und deswegen habe ich mich so darauf hier gefreut. Dieses einmalige Erlebnis. Es ist meine erste und letzte kolossale Verzweiflung. Hier, im Moment meines Todes. Den Geschmack die Chance zu haben, den Geschmack des Todes so zu schmecken. Oh, das ganze Versagen meiner Träume. Oh, ich bin so hoffnungslos glücklich gerade. Warte, sie genießt es gerade?
Anyway,
Jedenfalls sollte es bereit sein, deine Niederlage einzugestehen. Ah, denkst du, es kümmert mich, ob ich gewonnen habe oder nicht? Jedenfalls, es ändert keine Sache daran. Draußen ist es nur alles voller Verzweiflung. Innen drin ist es nur Verzweiflung. Egal wo ihr geht, Verzweiflung wartet auf euch. Das stimmt nicht. Du hast Unrecht. Hä? Lass mich das hier gerade sagen. Wir haben keine Angst vor Verzweiflung. Weil wir uns entschieden haben, die Außenwelt voller Hoffnung zu betreten. Ja, Makoto hat uns auf seine Seite nicht bekannt, bezirzt. Leute,
hey,
du hast gesagt, dass Verzweiflung ansteckend ist, wie jede eine Krankheit.
however,
Aber das gleiche gilt auch für Hoffnung. Um es dir zu weisen, schau doch dich uns an. Kyoko, Buddha, guck auf den Kopf von ihr. Guck auf ihre Haare. Guck auf ihre Haare jetzt, Buddha. Hör auf. Ich hasse die Gesichter, die ihr gerade macht. Eure Gesichter so zu sehen, bereitet mir nichts anderes als Schmerzen. Okay, ich werde noch eine Sache sagen. Wenn ihr euch zu sehr auf Hoffnung fahren wollt, macht mir nichts aus, aber seid nur gewarnt. Eine Verzweiflung nach der anderen wird euch im Weg stehen. Egal wo ihr hinreicht, egal wo ihr euch versteckt. Vielleicht werdet ihr ein bisschen Hoffnung finden, aber es gibt eine dünne Linie, die Hoffnung zwischen absoluter Verzweiflung trennt. Das zu wissen. Obwohl ihr das wisst, wollt ihr immer noch an der Hoffnung euch festklammern? Natürlich, weil wir... Halt dein Maul, das war nur eine rhetorische Frage. Du hast meinen Monolog gestoppt. Ich bin fast fertig, also was auch immer. Weil es ist jetzt Bestrafungszeit.
it can't be.
Willst du wirklich damit durchziehen? Willst du das wirklich durchziehen? Das war doch die Abmachung, oder? Warte. Wir wollen nicht, dass du wirklich stehst. Du musst nicht. Was?
How many times do I have to tell you?
Ja. Die Tätigkeit, also das Leben bringt mir überhaupt keine Hoffnung. Alles, was ich will, ist, den Geschmack von Tod zu Verzweiflung des Todes zu spüren, den man nur einmal im Leben kriegt. Also.
Don't get in my way.
Okay, die hat einen Fetisch, Alter. Oh. Alter. Wenn man bedenkt, dass das Spiel einfach nur ein reiner Fetisch ist.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
Same.
Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Despair. Buddha rastet jetzt komplett aus. Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, wie sie geht. Sie geht ja einfach mit. Hand in Hand mit ihm. Schon fast. Alter, was zur Hölle? Alter, was passiert hier? Ein Zirkus? Ah, die Presse von vorher. Die motivierte Bestrafung. 1000 Schläge. Alter. Ah, die kriegt alles, was die anderen abgekriegt haben. Alter. Emergency Override. Wir haben das Spiel durch. Und so kam alles zu Ende. Der letzte Klassenprozess. Junko Nishima, die ultimative Verzweiflung. Das Leben an der Hope Peaks Academy. Es war alles vorbei. Kapitel 6. Ultimativer Pain, Ultimate Sufferer, Ultimate Despair, Ultimate Execution, Ultimate Death. The End. Hey, Monokuma, H-Pins, ja. Oder H, ja. Speichern. Aber auch wenn wir sagen, dass alles vorbei ist es nicht so, als ob das Gebäude explodiert oder kollabiert ist. So eine Art von Ende hatten uns nicht erwartet, alte Musik. Nichts hat sich verändert. Ich mach mal das Spiel ein bisschen lauter. Warte. Ich hoffe, das hört man auch vernünftig. Weil manchmal spinnt die Elgato mit der Audio, deswegen. Nun, mit einer einzigen Ausnahme. Die Luftreiniger haben sich ausgeschaltet. Genau wie es Junko gesagt hat. Sie sind sofort ausgeschaltet worden. Das war der einzige Unterschied. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilog. Danganronpa. Wir verließen den Prozesssaal und machten uns auf den Weg zur Haupthalle. Alter. Dieses Bild, ne? Dass wir das je sehen konnten. Heute Abend willst du ja nochmal live gehen, ja? 10 Uhr, genau. Da spielen wir, nicht Animal Crossing. Wie ist das Spiel nochmal? Stardew Valley, ja, fertig. Wir standen vor der Tür. Niemand hat einen Mucks von sich gegeben. Wie du fragst. Achso, nein, nice? Okay, sehr gut. Es fühlt sich an, als ob wir fast gedankenlos waren. Das war unser Epilog vor dem letzten Ende. Wir steckten in einem Limbo fest, bewegten uns nicht, unsicher. Aber am Ende.
Hey.
Wir können ja nicht einfach für immer hier rumstehen. Ab einem gewissen Punkt müssen wir diesen Ort verlassen. Zur Überraschung von niemandem hat Kyoko das Schweigen gebrochen. Makoto. Hättest du die Ehre? Okay. Als ob ich von Kyokos Worten erwacht worden wäre, habe ich das Objekt genommen, was wir gekriegt haben. Bis zu dem Moment ihres Todes gehörte das Junko. Und am Ende hat sie es vor uns fallen lassen. Aber ist das wirklich alles? Ist das wirklich der Schlüssel zu dieser Tür? Wäre es so lustig, wenn die Tür jetzt nicht aufgehen würde und wir für immer hier stecken bleiben würden. Du musst nicht zu viel in ihre Antwort dich reinlesen.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
Mhm.
In other words.
Ich werde euch hier rauszwingen. Sie hat das gesagt, bevor sie es fallen lassen hat. Es macht Sinn, dass es der Weg nach draußen wäre. Aber man weiß nie, vielleicht ist es ein Schalter, der die Schule zur Selbstzerstörung bringt, oder? Ich meine, Junko hat nie gesagt, dass sie uns lebend rauslassen will. Du hast vielleicht recht. Vielleicht? Aber auch so, es ist unmöglich, dass wir jetzt nicht die Chance ergreifen. Ja, ich glaube, du hast recht. Man braucht sich keine Sorgen für irgendetwas zu machen. Wenn irgendwas mit dem Meister passiert, würde ich meine Schere nehmen und die so weit in ihren Wo ist der Prozessor? Wo ist das Genie? Es ist vorbei. Wir sind gerade dabei, die Schule zu verlassen. Was? Verlassen? Wir können raus? Dann, das bedeutet, dass ich und Meister heiraten können. Und dann wird er mir ein kleines Juwel von einem Baby geben. Bitte hör auf, das würde... das wäre ein größerer Horror, als ich es je schon erlebt hätte. Jedenfalls macht euch keine Sorgen. Ich habe keine Bedenken daran, dass wir ohne Probleme hier rauskommen. Aber was passiert nach... mir macht es nur Sorgen, was passiert, nachdem wir rausgehen. Nun, du weißt schon, am Ende... Ich glaube, irgendwas an der Sache stört mich noch. Vielleicht, wenn wir hier rauskommen, aber wenn wir da rausgehen, werden wir alles... werden wir vielleicht sehen, dass alles eine Lüge war, was sie uns erzählt hat. Vielleicht auf der anderen Seite ist die Welt so, friedvoll wie eh und je. Eine Lüge. Friedlich, wie wir uns erinnern. Nun, egal wie es aussieht, es ist immer noch unsere Welt. Es ist der Ort, wo wir leben sollten. Ich glaube, du hast recht. Und wie formuliere ich das? Anders als diese Schule ist die Welt da draußen ziemlich riesig, oder? Ja, die so riesig. Bin ich mir ziemlich sicher, dass es eine Art Verzweiflung dort draußen gibt. Aber es muss auch viel Hoffnung geben, oder? Der Akt, um nach der Hoffnung zu suchen. Versuchen, sie zu finden. Das alleine ist die Bedeutung von Hoffnung. Solange du noch diese Hoffnung hast, kannst du voranschreiten, egal welche Probleme du entgegenkommst. Meinst du das vielleicht, Makoto? Ja, das ist ziemlich so etwas, was ich sagen wollte. Ich brauche niemanden von euch, die das mir buchstabieren. Ich weiß, Junker hat das erwähnt, dass es immer noch Leute draus gibt, die noch ihre Hoffnung nicht weggeschmissen haben. Vielleicht sollte ich die finden und die für mich arbeiten lassen. Die Welt wieder aufbauen lassen. Um die Welt wieder aufbauen zu lassen, müssen wir erstmal die Togami-Dynastie wieder aufbauen. Ich werde mit dir kommen. Ich werde dir überall hinfolgen, wo du willst. Nun, mein erster Shop ist definitiv der nächste Donutladen. Den Rest kann ich von dort aus finden. Also herausfinden. Und was willst du, wenn es gar keine Donut-Shops mehr gibt? Oder Donuts? Dann muss ich Mehl und gönne ich mir ein bisschen Mehl und mache mir selber welche. Und wenn es kein Mehl gibt, dann werde ich ein bisschen Weizen wachsen lassen. Ah, ich versteh's. Wenn es ja keine Straße ist, musst du welche bauen. Erschaffung. Das Schicksal sagt mir, dass wir die Welt wieder neu aufbauen müssen. Das ist meine Hoffnung? Ich habe die nächste Stufe erreicht. Das nächste Kapitel des Yasuhiro Hagakures Lebensgeschichte. Also, der nächste Kapitel des Lebens vom Yasuhiro Hagakure beginnt jetzt. Danke, Hina. Du hast definitiv meine Augen geöffnet. Wow. Abstand. Du ekelst mich gerade an. Komm schon, Makoto. Auch wenn alles draußen weg ist. Auch wenn die Außenwelt voller Verzweiflung ist. Wenn wir Leute wie dich haben. Bruder, guck dir die Haare an. Sieht aus wie ein Arsch, ne? Solange wir jemanden wie dich haben. Ach, wenn ich jemanden wie dich habe, kann ich nach vorne laufen und weitergehen. Wenn wir da draußen sind und etwas tun, haben wir definitiv eine Art Einfluss. Aber was können wir tun? Es gibt so wenige von uns, wir sind so klein. Was können wir denn tun? Nein, wir können definitiv was tun. Wir können alles tun. Und die Tür geht auf.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Ja, komm, sei jetzt nicht so fies, du. Wir wissen, dass du einen weichen Kern hast.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Ja. Es scheint wohl, als ob sich die Hoffnung ausbreitet. Solange wir nicht aufgeben. Ich muss, mich stärker. Ich muss, mich anstrengen. Ich werde so lange voranschreiten. Mit der Hoffnung in meinem Herzen. Da ich Hoffnung habe, kann ich Mut zeigen. Und da ich Hoffnung habe, kann ich nach vorne gehen. Die Welt kann nach vorne gehen. Die Tür begann sich zu öffnen. Mit meinen eigenen Händen. Mit unseren Händen. Hoffnung und Verzweiflung. Ineinander verwirrt. Öffnete sich die Tür der Zukunft. Wahrscheinlich werden wir nichts sehen, was passiert, oder? Es wird nur ein Licht geben und ein Ende. Ja, ich glaube, das ist es. Scheiße. Atomexplosion. Spawn-Kill. Ja, natürlich. Es ist natürlich. Aber ja, das Spiel war geil. Übelst geil. Ich glaube, jetzt sind alle tot. Ja, Explosion, das war die Vorgeschichte zu Fallout, Bruder. Das war die Vorgeschichte zu Fallout. Oh, aber ja, nice. Wir haben das Spiel durch. Das Spiel war saugeil. Ehrlich. Kann ich nur empfehlen. Das dauert zwar lange, das Spiel, aber es war geil. Dankeschön, dass du zugeguckt hast, Butter. Hat Spaß gemacht. Ich schicke dir gleich mal den Soundtrack zu deinem Lieblingslied aus dem Spiel. Ich suche das mal gleich raus. Ja, bitte. Oder passiert denn das? Ne, okay. Oh, mir ist so warm. Ich will Sport machen und dann Fett essen, Alter. Ich glaube jetzt gleich einen Döner. Lange kein Döner mehr gehabt. Oh lol, das sind die Knochen von hier. Oder was ist das? Oder wessen Knochen sind das halt? Nee, das ist von einem... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Die Bilder kannte man ja vorher nicht. Hm. Die war caked up, Alter. Die deutsche Version von Caked Up, voll bekucht. Und kommt noch eine Szene, wie es draußen aussieht? Komm, zeig uns, wie es draußen aussieht. Komm. Bitte. Zeig, wie es draußen aussieht. Komm. Als ob der noch lebt. Das erklärt, warum es mehrere Teile von Danganronpa gibt. Okay.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Anscheinend ist er ein lebendes Wesen oder kontrolliertes Wesen, keine Ahnung. Easter Egg. Sehr gut. Ja, ich will speichern. Bup. Und das war das Spiel. Das war das Spiel, Freunde. Also, ich fasse mich kurz, weil ich habe Hunger und muss noch Sport machen. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Es war saugeil. Und wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Spiel. Okay, Freunde? Ciao.